Tweet, dang it. Tweet. Alright, we are back with Dread Canaries against the Impossible Storm. I'm the Dread Canary. The game is against the Storm, and we're going to be playing on Impossible. So, last time we played near the flooded mines, and then we did the daily expedition, which is why we have this little guy parked right up against the smoldering city. We need food in order to do any kind of unlock. So let's take a look. I'm thinking we'll go out here. We'll pick up this... no, not Monastery of the Holy Flame. We'll get the Statue of the Forefathers. Here we go. And we'll call it something like Ancestry.net. Okay, and I think that's the Royal Woodlands. Royal Woodlands, yes. Now, it looks like I've got a choice of harpies with beavers, harpies, and harpies. So, I think we're going to go with harpies with beavers. Ooh, but this has 35 parts. Also, it has bricks. Okay, fine. We'll just go with the harpies. I encourage beavers too much as it is. We'll go ahead and pick up the plantation, which someone online recently convinced me is a very good building for collecting supplies. Not sure if I need it, but we'll get it anyway. And then I think for our last 2 embarkation points, we will get some more bricks. Let's go. Okay, so we got Forest Mysteries here. We are looking at all camps increased by 100% during drizzle. Really nice. Get housing or people die. Okay, we can do that. We've got gaining reputation does not lower impatience during the storm. Sure, fine. Global food production is slow. This is not actually a problem. And villagers have a 10% chance of consuming double goods when using services. Also not a problem. So once again, we're looking at a very easy map. We'll go ahead and square up our edges. We have a little bit of a gap because I don't like opening up vanilla glades. I like them to be spicy or better. That looks straight. That looks straight to me. Looks pretty good. Now, the fact that we've got 3 dangerous glades on all sides is very nice. Oh, wait, no, 4. We've got 4 dangerous glades in easy reach. So that is going to make expansion pretty straightforward. We'll just finish drawing this area back here. Oh, a little more, a little more, a little more. There we go. Oh, right. And let's not burn any coal or sea marrow. None of that. We will queue up a scavenger's camp. We will queue up a stonecutter's camp. Queue up a harvester's camp. We'll queue up some basic roads. Let's go ahead and staff these with harpies. And between harpies' carrying capacity and the lizard's resolve, I think I want the lizard's resolve, especially because harpies are so very moody. Harpies love leaving, so we need to keep them happy as fast as possible. And then I will start queuing up some housing because, again, remember our first mystery is housing or a chance of death, which I might want to play with later. I still haven't gotten the deed on this save file to win a game with 20 deaths, so that might be worth getting. Let's see. Flame amulets lowers the hostility caused by woodcutters. Bonus meat when we make a lot of meat. And trade route travel time being reduced. I'm going to go with the lowered hostility. First order. Okay, we've got 2 glades, 3 building materials, or 1 ancient tablet. We'll go with the glades and the building materials. Never. Never, 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 never. We'll open up 2 dangerous glades. Never, 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 never. I don't really want to open up 3 glades this fast, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the building materials. Give us that nice +1 bonus to production. Flat bonuses to production are some of the most powerful things in this game. Okay, workshop is really good. The clay pit is amazing. Greenhouse is also good. Well, we've got the plantation, and the plantation lets us get plant matter. So what this really does is just let us grow our own clay. I'm going to go ahead and go with the workshop. Since we got the workshop, this is water skins and packs of luxury goods. Not that great. This is simple tools and luxury goods. Still not that great. We'll go with the clan hall, because otherwise we've got a lot of overlap with what we already have. And since we have the clan hall, the cooperage suddenly becomes amazing, because the cooperage lets us make training gear, and both harpies and lizards like bloodthirst. So we'll go with the cooperage here. There are 2 ways of dealing with this hailstorm. Option 1 is to build housing, and I will want to build housing eventually. The other option is to just take someone out of woodcutting to knock us down a notch into 0 so that we don't get this. Hey, I got a person show up in chat. Thought I started at 3:30, not at 3. You're in Central Time. Yes, so that is one reason that following me on Twitter might make sense. I mean, there's a lot of nonsense, but I do always send a tweet out just as I'm about to start streaming in case anyone wants to catch it live. So I'm glad you made it. Glad you checked. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about changing it to Monday nights and Friday nights. So like Mondays at 8, Fridays at 9 Eastern Time, just so I can get a little bit more of my weekend available. Because weekends are when other people are available. It really comes down to are people around to view it on Sunday and how much more people are watching on YouTube. Just a thought. Look at that, the queen got impatient, and that knocked us under hostility 1, so we're not getting this at all, so I don't have to do either of my 2 copes. That's fantastic. We're going to go ahead and get all this clay. We should probably build a crude workstation. Harpy in there, and that way once we have 4 of both of those types of building materials, we can build this workshop, and then we will use that to build ourselves a second workshop, and that's going to be all of our building materials needed for the entire game. Let's go ahead and get some people. Well, looks like I have to accept a human, so I'll get a human with parts. We'll swap this lizard out for a human, give us a little more time. 50% chance of bringing back double goods is really nice. I don't really want to do this one. Decrease by 50. Yeah, let's go with profitable caution. We're going to take a while on glade events for a chance of getting double resources from them. That seems very profitable. Slide these down along this way. Start clearing that out. How are you doing on supplies? You need a friend. Let's go ahead and give you one. Let's start collecting these eggs. I think that's going to be all the building materials that we need from this. Blade post. Produce 30 purging fire. Produce. Fantastic. Love it. Yes. Absolutely that. That, and then let's say we want, I think, 50 barrels. We're just going to do a bunch of 50s. Did I need building materials? How many? 7? We can do 7. 25, 50. That looks good. All right. Now, we're obviously going to run afoul of hostility 1 this year, so it does behoove us to get some basic housing down. Whoop. A little more there, a little more there. That'll get us to 12. Now we have 13 people, so that's not enough housing. So we will run some harpy housing around the back here. That should get us going with the building. I'm still surprised that, according to you guys in chat, that other people who play this game online aren't digging out space just for building buildings. Like, I guess you could be more efficient? But, I mean, my city's layouts aren't just pretty, they do have some purpose to them. I keep this central area for quick deliveries to main storage. I don't know, man, it just really helps. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Some rain collectors. Should be fine. Three mushrooms for every 10 grain, plus 2 leather production. Newcomers bring more goods based on hub level. Let's go with the newcomers bring more goods based on hub level. We have a lot of harpies already, so I'll go ahead and get the package of other 2 types. We don't have any new missions yet. Let's go ahead and knock open this glade and this glade real quick. Okay. I think packs of provisions are probably my best bet there, so let's go ahead and make a makeshift post. to go with Scout Pack. Meanwhile, down here, nice. We will take a Harpy, and we will deal with this, and I'm thinking we're going to go with the Global Resolve bonus. So that should get us in pretty good standing. So let's see. We've got a comment from chat. So can you double Scout Pack with that Cornerstone? Scout Pack. That's a good question. I don't actually know. I assume it just means the actual physical goods, not the perks. Yeah, I don't think the Cornerstone counts as a... Yeah, that's a perk. These are goods. So strict reading would lead me to think that since this is a perk and not goods, or since this only doubles goods, I don't think it doubles perks. That's how I would assume it's going to work. Getting like a chance on double perks would be massive. Let's see what we got. Lizard Resolve and yes, just straight up yes. I don't care. Yes. Human Resolve. Yep. So I don't have to deal with trade goods. Sounds great to me. I don't think that I need more provisions right now, so I'm going to turn this off. And as soon as they're done with their current set, I will kick them out of that building, so we can continue working on our town. For example, I will want another set of Harpy houses. So many trees that I want to cut down. I think what I'm going to do is move this here and focus on those trees, and then we're going to build a plantation like here and put a road to that plantation. Yes, I know my orders are ready to complete, thank you. Royal woodlands give you so much wood. The reason I put this here is because I want to make sure I get all of the farmland cleared as soon as possible. And as soon as I'm sure it is, i.e. right now, I'm going to shift this over this way, because we really do need to get a blight post up and running. Field. Okay, humans and lizards are the priority. Either way we get 2 harpies, so I guess we'll just take more humans, so I can make this a human and increase our chance for double yields. All houses have 1 more place, but break time's increased. Gain 1 amber for every 50 wood produced. We're doing that. We're doing that so fast. Let's go ahead and turn in this first order. Gives us another building. Free buildings are always great. We will drop this way. We're going to slide this up here. Nice, okay. People are pretty happy. What else can we get? Clay pit. So it's either the herb garden, which I really like, or the clay pit. But we've already got the plantation, so the clay pit just lets us basically ensure that we're always going to have clay. I do need bricks for both lizard and human housing. I'll go with the clay pit. Alright, so let's see, we can make a clan hall, so let's go ahead and make that right here, I think. We're going to go ahead and put down our, whoop, not that, we want a blight post, which I will put like so, and then next to the blight post, how big is this cooperage? It's only a 2x3. We're going to do that. And then I think we'll put a tool shop right there. Let's drop a lizard house back along this wall. And let's go ahead and put in our people here. So, great thing about the clan hall is it increases camp production. So 50% plus production in all camps increased by 100%. So we are getting so much production from camps, it's just ridiculous. It's just so silly. How are we doing on building supplies? We got quite a lot of them. You know, I think we could get some very happy lizards by doing this. Changing that to wood and setting our cap to, I think, 30 should do it. Is there another lizard I can grab from somewhere? Yes, the scavenger camp can be things that aren't lizards. So let's make you a harpy. Just fully staff this right away. Then we'll go up here and we will make this... If I make it 2 harpies... No. I want this to be fully staffed. And I want somebody out there building stuff. So... Alright, so we've got a question from chat. What is the shared consumption along humans, lizards, and harpies? So all 3 like jerky, right off the bat. We've got 2 with pie, we've got 2 with biscuits, we've got 2 with skewers. So that's pretty solid. Lizards and harpies both like bloodthirst, and humans and lizards both like religion. Am I still high? I am still quick burning. I don't need to be doing that. Scavenger's camp has no deposits nearby, so I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to first move these guys up here, and secondly, I'm going to go ahead and fire that so that we can have somebody running around doing construction. Smokehouse and temple. I don't think I want the temple, because we've already got religion. So the temple would just give us education. Let's go ahead and go trailblazing. I'm not sure how we'll get the tools, but we'll find some way. know what? I'm going to tell them, do not burn cysts off this building, because I want this chance for double production on my main building materials building. I want it. Give it to me. Just a little bit more. Ooh, protected trade. Yes.
Ja, wie da?
Now, technically, this is not useless. It would get me the ability to make luxury packs of luxury goods and tools, but it's kind of in an inconvenient place, and its main use is planks, which I've already got equally well, so I don't need the planks, which is why I'm just going to go ahead and take it apart. Plus, I want to move this down here so that we can put a second hearth in. My goal is to get rid of all of this generic housing, and if I get rid of the generic housing before I build replacements, then people might die. And I don't like it when people die. Let's go ahead and build a nice little human neighborhood. There we go. That will give us quite a lot good for builders, quite a lot to do. We can go ahead and stop happy burning. Wow, there is so much flax going on up there. You know, I really should be thinking about these packs of building materials that I need. I think out of planks is probably our best bet.
Tapo, 1 kilo.
Though since I got the clay pit, maybe not. Maybe we go ahead and make them out of brick. Because eventually I'm going to have more brick that I know what to do with. How are we looking here? Let's go ahead and move this around this corner. Finish clearing out that territory. Got a lone tree standing here. Should probably get our second hearth down. I want it there. Yeah. So that tree is, that woodcutter's camp is doing exactly what I want it to do. Yep, we're getting the ranch. Love the ranch. We are getting the ranch. Especially with the plantation. Ranch is just really nice. There we go. And our last order, 50 stone roads or focus on farming. I love stone roads, and if I had a chance to get stone, I would totally do it. But we've already got the ability to do quite a lot of farming. Let's go with the stone roads. Jet says they prefer ranch dressing. I have gotten a lot of weird looks, mostly from my ex-wife, about the way I eat salads because I don't actually use dressing at all. I just don't like it. If I'm going to eat a salad, I generally eat it dry. Let's go ahead and do this. We could totally be burning things, so let's do that. A woodcutter died because they didn't have a house. That makes sense. Because I deleted all of my overflow housing. Scavenger died. You know, I'm kind of okay with this. You know what I didn't build? I didn't build a trading post, so I should probably get one of those down. Yeah, that seems like a really nice place for it. So let's go ahead and drop it right here, next to this ranch. Okay, gain a stack of wealth effect for every time you sell goods worth 35 amber. Gain a cornerstone reroll for every 1 level of standing. Gain 40 meat and 40 grain for every dangerous glade event. Let's go with the 40 meat and 40 grade. Yep. This seems nicely balanced, so we'll grab that. I should have picked the stone. I have a mission for Stone Road. Don't know why I didn't pick the stone. We will increase our wood production. And as soon as these guys make a delivery... There it is. We'll get some more people. Now, very importantly, we're going to go ahead and move this down. We're going to start making fabric out of leather. And you're like, dude, you don't have any leather. Exactly. We're about to. I think this looks really nice. Sure, let's get an herb garden. That sounds amazing. We'll absolutely do that. I don't have any problem with food. I'm about to never have problems again with bricks. I don't think I need anything else this guy's selling. Like, the best thing he's got is oil, and I don't really want that. So we're not going to buy anything else. Thank you for coming, Zorg. Jorg? I don't know how you pronounce that. But let's see here. We can... Nope. Yeah, we can sell reeds. Let's sell quite a few reeds. Let's sell all the tools. Oh, hey, we've got so much resin. We'll sell that too. So let's see what we can do as far as money goes. Meanwhile, did I clear out enough? Not quite. Let's wait until they deliver. And move right here so we get those trees next. Meanwhile, I should be looking at my options. I think the rain mill is probably a really good idea. The butcher, though. Skewers and jerky and oil. Yep, we're going with the butcher. Okay. And we've currently got a clan hall, which gives us bloodthirst and religion. So I don't need this, and I don't really need that. Luxury doesn't do anything. Cleanliness is just for harpies. Market carts lets us carry more. I don't need jerky. Let's go ahead and get the market. You've got everything? You've got everything. So we have a fully upgraded main hub. Sorry about that. Just getting a little bit irritated at my stuffiness, but we should be all fine now. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, you should do. Should be nice. All right. So we are... I think that does it. Let's move this down this way. And if I did my math right... Yes. We can build another hearth. And then building another hearth will let us build another storage building right there. And let's get some housing going. We'll do a nice mixed community for this one. We are going to turn this into a full-on shrine. I think technically it counts as a harmony building. It does. So I didn't need all of those, but I did it anyway. This will be a lizard house, a lizard job, because lizards like working with fire. Go ahead and do that. I'm gonna move this tower just so it is on both sides of the road here, thus forming a nice parallel with the matching towers on the other side. Is this just a waste of time? Kind of, but I like the aesthetics, so we're doing it. Check it out. You come in through a pair of towers, you leave through a pair of towers. Everything up here is being worked, being worked. Okay, we can sell clay. Sure. That's a lot of clay we can sell. I think we're going to sell 30. That sounds fine. Sell our one tool. We have so many scrolls. Let's go ahead and sell those. Okay, so the only people missing housing are harpies. So I should probably get on that, yeah? Should do. We are going to go ahead and fire a couple of harpies, just to lower the unhappiness of my villagers a little bit. Then we'll do a full-on burn, and that is going to keep us happy through the storm. Let's take a look at our... oh, yep. Now, I think I've got quite a lot of money, so let's go ahead and buy a third offer from every town. There we go. And what I want to do is I definitely want to put a couple of harpies on Spark Dew. And the reason I want to do that is because what we're going to do down here is make an herb garden. And then we're going to make a clay pit. And we will, like so. And we're going to say no roots, just herbs. Because we're going to start making our provisions out of herbs. Okay, cloth, meat. I don't have much meat. Leather. Don't have much leather. Cloth's an option. But let's sell resin. Because that's going to get us the most possible money. Gain a free pack of provisions when we make 16 herbs. Plus 2 leather production. Let's go with plus 2 leather production. That's going to get us a lot of leather. 12, 10, 10. So ideally we want... yeah, this will work. Is there something over here that I could be harvesting? Doesn't look like it. We'll put a couple of humans on the herb garden. We do need more housing down here. And let's make this clay pit, I think, 3 humans. Nice road. And I think 2 more human housing can finish off my housing for this area. Cosmetic, incense, and biscuits. Do I have anything already that makes any of those? Cosmetics, yes, at 1 star. Nothing at incense. And if I go to food, nothing at biscuits. Okay, well, let's go ahead and grab this apothecary then. Wait, do I have anything that lets me make flour? No, I don't have anything that lets me make flour. So biscuits don't do anything without flour. The stamping mill is going to be really nice. actually move this down here just because of how it's gonna, because I think it'll look nicer. I'll put a stamping mill there. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Yes, and you know, I feel like that. Not because it does anything, but just because I like using decorations. I like using them. Unfortunately, I have kind of locked myself out of... Wow, I forgot that I did that. Let's get you guys back in there. Check, 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 check. Cool, so everything I can get there is out. We didn't ever put out our butcher, so I should put out a butcher somewhere. Sure, let's do +1 pottery. That sounds fine. Plenty of food. Oil, amber. I don't really have anything else here that I want, so I'm not going to buy anything else from this guy. Let's check our options for selling stuff. Heck yeah. There we go. That's gonna get us more money. Now, I feel like I don't actually need reeds. I mean, no, you can use reeds to make training gear, so maybe I should leave them. Change this to meat and this to meat with a secondary on eggs and a secondary of, yeah, wood looks good. Am I happy burning? I'm not. Good. And then down here, oil. Wow, yeah, let's make a ton of oil, which makes it very easy for us to win. But there are some things I want to do first. Harvester's Camp has no deposits nearby. Well, it took them long enough, but we eventually got through all of that. Let's go ahead and just put our reject pile over here, delete these. Right. Give it a few more seconds. Boom. Alright. What do we want to sell? Yeah, we can sell a pile of clay. Sounds great to me. And I think we should put a nice, comforting little tower here. There we go. So that is going to upgrade this to a second tier hearth. So we have a fully upgraded hearth, and we'll have a second one that's partially upgraded. Everybody's housed going into the storm. Everyone's getting a nice +2 bonus. That works really well. Let's go ahead and slide this around to this side. And once again, set up the burnination for the storm. Pretty soon here, I'm gonna have to think about opening up another dangerous glade. we could totally... Pardon me just a moment. Season's not pretty, but at least I'm not doing it in your ears, and that is the best I can do. Let's see. Well, if a villager leaves or dies, then I'll be sad, so we're not doing that. Prices are lower for every hub level. That sounds nice. Each newcomer group has 2 additional villagers. Gives me a lot of villagers who I can let die. Oh, wait, I kind of gave away the game, didn't I? Let's see. 13, 12, 12. Sure. We'll do that pack. Need to raise lizard resolve. Well, how about we just favor them for a minute? Or 2. 2 works. We're well on our way to get that Amber achievement. I don't generally like opening up the vanilla glades, but because of the placement of that hub, I do want to be able to do the back half of the expansion around it. Grab a forager's camp. I don't know if I've got anything that uses a forager's camp yet. I don't, but that's alright. Pretty soon here we'll need to open up more glades. My lizards aren't as happy anymore. What happened? Did we stop burninating things? Looks like we stopped burninating things. Well, we can't have that. Let's go ahead and burn some oil, which I'm pretty sure I'm making more of all the time. Should probably go in here and rejigger these. So let's say 50 pottery. Let's say 100 flour, 50 copper bars. We'll cap at 200 oil. Right, I've got a tool shop. Looks good. Oh, I just realized these are out of bounds. So they do not count. Well, that's annoying. We'll definitely want to fix that. Alright, there is our... so chat asks, does regular copper ore have a use outside of bars? No. You can sell it, maybe, if people want it. But otherwise, no, you have to turn it into bars to do anything with it. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Gives me a pile of lizards. Let's talk to this guy. Buy a cookhouse. food production speed. I like the idea of food production speed, so we'll do it. So that works. And we will slide this over this way. There we go. I've already got a good way of making oil and flour, so this would just add luxury goods, which I don't care about. Ale is good for humans. Pickled goods is good for lizards. Clothier adds coats, which is good for humans. Water skins and scrolls I don't care about so much. We'll get the brewery. You're using wood? Yes. Okay, so we need to do it. Let's unfavor lizards. We don't need to do that anymore. I'm moving this a little bit away from our flaming hot glade because I want to clear these trees before I clear these trees. How are we looking at for tier? We're at tier 2. Service building and more housing. Now, I would build more housing, except I am aiming for an achievement here. There we go. That's a lizard. It's another lizard. I don't want anyone leaving. I want them dying. Because that is what's going to get us our achievement. Each solved glade event lowers hostility by 10, 5 plant fiber a minute. I definitely don't need this. I've got a plantation going full tilt. This is a waste of time. Resources you sacrifice in the ancient hearth burn longer for every impatience point you have. That seems really useful for keeping my people happy, but so does lowering the hostility of the forest, so we're going to lower the hostility of the forest. Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do that. How are we looking on employment? There's a lot of places that I could be employing people that I'm not, so let's start doing that. First off, I think I want to go to this cooperage. Wait, where do I have that I can make copper bars? You can make copper bars, and for some reason I've got copper ore. So we are going to go ahead and do that, plus flour, which we will make out of roots, which I will start growing. And pottery. Looks good. So let's go ahead, and nobody's going to particularly love this, so we'll make it humans. Make some of those out of eggs. Now, once we have copper bars, I think that I want to make no, because we're making pottery, so I don't need to make barrels. So this is only really, like, this is better for simple tools. So let's go ahead and make simple tools here. But no water skins. I don't need water skins. Okay. And then, since we're making pottery, we don't need barrels. We do want training gear, which I'll make out of copper And I do want cosmetics, which we're going to make out of eggs and resin. And this is going to be... Let's make it harpies. 14, 18, 13. So fewer lizards if possible. Definitely not possible, so I think we're going to go with this pack that comes with parts. Wow, when that completes, we'll have 70 more amber. We are very, very rich. This is silly how rich we are. Now I do think I will put down a couple of lizard houses around the side here. We're still going to leave some people not housed because I do want to get to the 20 deaths. Might as well get the achievement while I'm here. When I spastically look to the right, I'm checking to see if chat has any questions or comments. Stay hydrated, friends. Stay hydrated. Always. So much food. Okay, now, you know what? I think it's about time that we knock out this human happiness quest, because I've got so much fuel. So I think if I burn 3, that'll get us there. But just to make extra certain, let's add on a coal. And yeah, this is going to get us quite a lot of happiness points as well. And while we're here, trade. Let's see if there's anyone who wants something that we have a lot of. I could sell berries. I could sell tools. But oh my word, we can sell resin. So let's sell... Oh geez, 105 resin for 40 amber. Turn in this order. Oh hey, we can get the forum. We know how much I love the forum. Gotta take the forum if it's available. Hey, look at that, there's clay available. Clay that we don't have to make ourselves. Very nice. We will, of course, start harvesting that. Plus, there is some nice sea marrow over here. Alright, so we need paved roads and we need to open up glades. I think we just mess with time and get more harpies. I think we're good. Now, since I have so many tools, let's go ahead and collect that. And also this.
Yeah.
+2 clay production is going to be silly. Put a couple of lizards up there. Okay, you aren't producing anything. Why not? Because we're out of spark dew. Okay, well, let's make it so we don't run out of spark dew anymore. by having a second set of harpies in there. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Well, you can come join this section where we are clear-cutting our second hub that I would like to upgrade to Tier 3 very soon. Move it around to this side. Alright, so top of 5. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3 gets us most of the way there, and then if I just add a little bit of sea marrow, that should put us over the edge. Lizard died. Okay. Now where was that lizard working? They were working in the tool shop. Well, the tool shop can't do anything for us right now, so let's actually just fire the other lizard and build our last harpy house for this hub. Human builder and human scout. Lizard craftsman and lizard miller. Now where was the lizard craftsman working? Ah, in the workshop. That makes sense. I am now realizing just how good those extra resources per hub level are, because that is a huge influx of meat coming into the town. That is a lot coming in. Alright, we lost a builder. Now, by my estimation, that puts us halfway to the 20 dead villagers deed that I'm looking for. Absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead and take a look at trade routes. Got so many parts that I don't mind selling them. And you know what? Let's go ahead and buy a 4th option for every single town. Doesn't help us. Ooh, we can sell that, sure. Doesn't help us. We can sell that too. Free jerky when we make pie, 5 grain a minute, or +1 human resolve when we make incense. We'll go with 5 grain a minute, because I don't have any way of getting grain right now, so that will let us just diversify. We can start making flour out of grain instead of roots. Should be fine. We're gonna move this, I think, this way. Let's go ahead and finish squaring off this top area. We're just gonna pretty it up. Forum. That's not gonna fit. What if can I rotate it? If I put it this way? Still doesn't fit. Alright, well, I guess we have to cut down that one tree. But if I cut down that one tree, I have to cut down the tree next to it. And then if I cut down the tree next to it, I just need to cut out that whole area. So let's go ahead and move this right here. Make it as close to the one tree we want to cut down as possible. I'm going to scoop this around the back. Now we're going to slide it out of the way so I can build my forum. And then I think we will build a nice, cozy, comforting tower right here. And maybe another one right behind the hearth itself. And that'll get us 3, so I just need one more, which will go here. Looks good to me. Nicely comforting. That should get this all the way up to a tier 3. Put in our usual one of everything as soon as this finishes, and it gives us a global plus 15% production bonus. So we have 10, 20, 35 production bonus from our buildings, essentially. That's quite a lot of chances for double production, especially since camps already get double production during drizzle, and camps get plus 50% production from the clan hall. So that's like 250% usual with a 35% chance to double. So we basically a third of the time camps are producing 5 times as much as they normally do in the drizzle, which is absolutely silly. It's just really, really silly. Let's take a look, see if there's anything else. I think I scoured this pretty good earlier. I did. So we don't have a market yet. That's going to go into our third hub, maybe. We never built a brewery. Well, I should probably fix that, yeah? But where to put it? Maybe if I move this way. I can put a brewery right there. And actually, road like this, delete that. So we've got everything else here. Do we have... we never built our cookhouse. You know, if we never built our cookhouse, that tells me I should move this tower, this comforting tower, just closer to the tree line. And we're going to put a cookhouse right here. Should be pretty good. And for this, we never built a forager's camp, but I don't think I've got anything to forage, so it doesn't matter where I put this. So we're just going to make rejects row back here, just to make sure I've got every building operating that I wanted to have operating. Now my harpies are pretty happy, and I don't want them to be. So let's favor the lizards to unhappy the harpies. Traders showed up. Plus 50% build in the brewery. Yes, yes, please. I've still got a building I haven't used, so the tavern I don't really want to get. Paved roads is what we need. We need paved roads. You don't really have anything else here that I need at the moment, so we're not going to get anything else. We are going to look at our offers from other towns. Absolutely, we will sell you all of that. And how about all of this, too, while we're at it? Meanwhile, we can make some skewers, which I'm already making. Am I already making at 2 stars? Okay. But we can add biscuits. You will love biscuits. Let's go ahead and drop down a bunch of lizards there. Take a look at our recipes panel. We're going to up this to 100. We're going to up this to 100. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Now we're at the point where I'm going to do 50 per race, just because I'm starting to get quite a few people. Seconds, and we will be able to sell something else. So that is quite a bit of money. And honestly, mostly we're stretching this out to let people die. Okay, hey, we got another glade open. Do we have tools? Not really. But I can get people with all these eggs.
Yeah.
So let's get people. New threat is discovered, living matter. You know what we're gonna do? We aren't gonna let that living matter multiply. We are. Because what we're going to do is we want to use it to... we're going to farm it, essentially. Okay. Yes. Because we have that mission for paved roads. Mm-hmm. Scavenger's camp has nothing nearby. Well, there's tons of roots down here that we've been saving for you. And let's check out what it says on this. Embrace the eternal rain, for it powers the engine of progress. Okay, cool. Looks like we had some rain enthusiast at some point in the distant past. I should probably think about burning some stuff, maybe? Maybe taking some woodcutters off of wood cutting. I don't really want to take woodcutters off wood cutting, though. So let's see, if I do a triple burn, how long do we have? I made the storm shorter, so we got 1:30. So that is 38 times 3. So basically 40 times 3 would be 120, minus 6 gets us to 114. Plus half that, 114 plus basically 19 gets us to 133. So 133, we've got plenty of wood to cover this. Then, if I were to burn 21 oil, because it's 14 and a half, plus 21 sea marrow, that gets us pretty much all the way there. So, let's see. Chat says, hey man, the negative event is still standing, the red hole. Yes, thank you. That is intentional. So, what this thing does is it gives everyone a -3 to happiness, and then it multiplies if you don't touch it. right? And when I eventually harvest it, it is going to give me 20 crystallized dew and 20 amber. Very nice, right? But what's going to happen is it's going to spit out another one that I can also harvest. On top of that, I took forest mitigation, which lowers the hostility of the forest for every event that I clear. So what I'm doing is I'm letting it multiply, and then I'm just going to farm it. I'm going to periodically clear it out, rather than jump on it instantly to keep getting resources and to keep lowering the hostility of the forest. But yes, that is a strategy I am intentionally doing.
Asena.
And while I am checking to make sure that everyone who's supposed to be working is working.
Foresee.
I should probably look at... Oh, yeah, no. We've got tons of that. Okay, we've got a builder and a cook. Great. I think enough people died that I can be burning less. Okay. So I want to make sure that all of my production buildings have stone roads. Oh, right. I can be making ale and pickled goods.
Vida.
Okay, my trade route's all finished, so let's see what I can sell. Tons of meat for 50 amber! Okay. Cool, cool. So that's going to get us quite a bit of supplies there. We've got our 50 stone roads, great. But I don't want to turn it in, because I don't want to accidentally make my people too happy and win. So we're just going to sit on it. And this is going to multiply shortly. Where's my other woodcutting camp? Right, it's up here. Cool, cool, cool. I think we're going to do it, Chad. I think we're going to get the 400 amber and the 20 dead villagers. So, if I've been counting correctly, I'm up to 15 dead villagers. Fantastic. I do need at least 5 more, but I might have double counted one, so I'm going to go until I've got at least 6 more dead villagers, which is why I'm not building any housing. Because we got a 5% chance of unhoused people to die. And that is how we're going to get the achievements. It is a shame that my villagers have to die just so I can brag about my people managing prowess. But that's just how it goes sometimes. There are actually 2 achievements with dead villagers. The other one is to have 15 of them die I'm pretty late in the prestige chain. Okay, we got our second one of these now. Good. Trader has arrived. Hello, Sahilda. You'll want to sell us the herbalist camp. I mean, that sounds fine. Plus, I don't... I think +1 is actually going to be necessary if I'm doing this farming of blight rot. Or, sorry, it's not blight rot anymore. It's living matter. +1 grain production. I'm not producing grain. I'm getting it passively. But I will take +1 there. And longer fuel burning is always nice. I think I want some tools, and I think it's been a while since I've actually made anything, so let's go ahead and sell a bunch of building materials in exchange for amber, I think. I think I could sell like 100 reeds. I can just keep selling reeds. There we go. Boom. Cool. So that gets us to 217. We have several trade routes going. Okay. Harpies are too heavy. We need to undo that. Okay. I'm telling you, happiness is the problem. That's the other reason I'm letting this living matter multiply. Alright, we're at 300. Got more people, a lot more people. Oh, they'll come with coal, they'll come with parts. Let's go with a nice mix. I should probably think about getting another hub going. Because I don't want to kill so many people that the Queen recalls me. That would be real bad. So I'm thinking here looks good. I actually have to move. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually change it so that these buildings face sideways. And the reason we're doing that is because I don't need to do this, but I'm gonna put a storage here, right in front of the plantation, so we never miss anything from the plantation. That should be solid. Let's go ahead and get some housing up over here. We'll put a lizard in.
Oh, no.
And then I think behind here, we'll put a little bit of lizard housing. And we will put harpy housing round the back. Let's move this monolith. I think there looks good, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plant some bushes around it. And if we do a couple of harpy houses, looks good to me. Okay, there's one down. That's two down. Now I do want to keep these harpies from leaving, so let's go ahead and do some quick burning, like so. Okay, now it's very important that I turn off the burning very fast so that people don't get too happy. Meanwhile, nice. All right. You know, 4 feels like enough to be getting on with, so let's go ahead and clear these out. I could farm 4 at once. No, let's not be that greedy. That's exceptionally greedy. How are we doing on employment? Looks like we've got full employment everywhere. Fantastic. We have 358, so I should get a little bit more. What can I sell? Just realized that's a 10-minute delivery time, so that's going to be a bit rough. But if we can hold this, I think we can get it. We just need like 3 more people to die. Which tells me, that's an idea. Okay, let's move this woodcutter's camp this way and try to get this extra, this flamin' hot glade. Hello, Zorg, what do you have? You know, I think I'm okay buying this, and that. Let's just buy it all, because I'm doing a lot of selling. We are actually going to get all of your amber while you're here. Thank you. We very much appreciate your contributions to our town. So let's go ahead and... Oh, we've got 705 clay! We have 705 clay, people. We are truly, truly ridiculous. Let's go ahead and... Whoop! That's so much. So much clay. You know what? Let's not even sell the ancient tablets. Let's just sell clay. Here you go. that lowers the hostility by a lot. Do you see how much we have gained? We've lowered the hostility by 390. And we have 343 amber, with quite a bit more on the way. For those of you playing the home game, you'll notice what I just did is going to result in some deaths. Which, I mean, it's an achievement. We're gaming the achievement. That's what we're doing. Anything? No, we got another 30 seconds before I can sell anything else. And let's see, we can sell... Okay, we could... That would take 5 minutes. It only gives us 15. Takes 11 minutes, but gets us 50. This takes us 2 minutes and gets us 20. Let's do that. I did that just so I could get some tools. Are you guys still working? You are. Huh. But we had a pretty good chance of getting double when they come back, and these are going. So, you know, it occurs to me, if I start investigating these now, they will double before they finish working it. Let's go ahead and pick this up for parts. Nope. I'm actually going to make the harpies favored, because I don't want to make humans too happy. And I fired my blade fighters so that they'll be able to kill at least 3 villagers, which should get me to 20, but I'm hoping a few more than that die. How are we looking at housing? Cool, yeah. There's definitely space for another lizard house up here. And 2 more harpy houses, so let's go ahead and drop those in. Did we open up the Flamin' Hot? We did. Okay. And you... Oh, I don't have anything I can do with that. So it's gonna... Okay, it'll destroy all stored food if I don't deal with it. We need 1 more tool. Cool. Alright, let's just force delivery now. And then let's send a couple of harpies down here to deal with this with tools. We'll lower the hostility of the forest. Very good. Yeah. Do that. And then the question is, where can I put my market? Because it doesn't quite fit on this side. So I think I'm going to have to clear out some space for the market on this side. Like so. Now, given that we've got living matter plus a angry beast, I am going to go ahead and happy burn my way through the storm, just to keep everyone happy-ish. Okay, that's one death. You know what? I think we have enough unhoused people that I do want my blight fighters. It didn't kill anyone. It didn't kill anyone. Dang it. And you know, I think I don't need to keep farming this at this point, so I am going to go ahead and clear both of these. Meanwhile, let's set up a series of very comforting towers. One, two, three. Now let's just do two. I'll move this up here. Hey, Sahilda. Alright, and that'll lower the hostility of the forest even more. Unfortunately, I think part of why we haven't won yet is that there's no food from the event that we're fighting in the south. And once that clears up, I suspect that we will get a sudden jump in happiness. So I don't know if I'm going to manage to get the 20 dead villagers. We're close. We're at like 18. I really should have stuck to my guns and kept these blight fighters not working. Let's go ahead and grab more people. Looks like we mostly need humans, which we can't do, so I guess we'll go with this.
Ja, bida.
Our employment is looking real good. now. I fired my blight fighters, right? Yes. Good.
Tapo.
Yeah.
Where do I have humans that... Yeah, you don't need to be humans. You can be harpies. You can be so many harpies.
Ekiru. Tapo.
You can also be harpies. I think... It's just about everything. We got a harvester's camp and a forager's camp. I didn't need to make a new forager's camp, so I'll delete this one. I don't think there's a harvester's location anywhere. There's not. Yeah, that's fine. We can go ahead and put a couple of harpies in here. Gets you to a tier 3. So now, between the 3 and the forum, we have a plus 45% chance of producing double. So buildings that already have the bonus are like 55, and then of course there's the upgrades from just the Citadel upgrades, which probably gets us to around 50 all the time. There is a woodcutting place with no trees to cut. Well, let's fix that. Come on. We have so much money. Sure. Sure. Well, that's more than we have in provisions. So I should probably up the number of provisions we're making, yeah? What are we at? Let's make it 100. And if I go to, where am I making the provisions? Am I still making them here? I am. Gross. Let's make them out of that and delete everything else. We don't need anything else in here. Stonecutter's camp has no deposits nearby. Well, there are plenty of deposits, my friend. If you want to go down this way, there's lots of work for you here. Scavenger's camp has no deposits nearby. Well, again, we have loads of work that you can easily get. Once again, we will easily be able to burn our way through this. Okay, Harpy Builder died. Okay, that should be 21. Let's go ahead and put these guys back in. You can tell you're getting ridiculous when the game has a cap lower than you're allowed to, than you have in reserves. All right, we've gotten the hostility of the forest down to 3. We are making progress against the storm. Let's actually... I wonder how ridiculous we can get this. apparently pretty ridiculous. Well, now we got the hostility of the force down to 2. I think we're beating the storm. Let me go ahead and just take a quick... Oh, I don't know if I can just display the wonder that is this town in its full glory, because we're just so freaking prosperous that it won't all fit on one screen. But I've got to get my thumbnail, so let's go ahead and take a thumbnail real quick. Whoop. Okay, let's go back here and resume, and let's go ahead and just deliver our order. Alright, so win a game with at least 25 harpies. You know, that doesn't actually interest me all that much. Just so you can see what I'm doing, let's go ahead and let's show you my little spreadsheet here where I keep track of deeds. So, Prosperity 5, I don't track these because you get them eventually. I just realized my thing is in the wrong spot. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. So, as I was saying, I don't care about Prosperity 5 because it just happens automatically. Devil's Bargain is the one where you win with 20 deaths. That's... It's refusing to do it, but let me go ahead and just plug this in here. And then Trade Connections. Win a game with 400 amber in storage. Yes. That's not the one I wanted. Where's my 400 amber in storage? Okay. Go ahead and save my little deeds thing. I will have to manually go in and re-add. I didn't put in a formula to automatically calculate it for me. But hey, at least this way we can keep track of it, right? So let's go back to our world map. And let's go ahead and finish. Now, as you can see, we got second. Gives us some food, gives us some machinery, gives us some artifacts. We can see how much experience we got and everything we unlocked in the Citadel. Oh, they added a new cinematic, that's right, for the storm. I haven't seen this yet. Oh, okay. That storm's legit. Fantastic. That's with the new update, folks, and it is gorgeous. So let's go ahead and end the video by getting our rewards from everything we just did. We've got a new cornerstone that we can get. We've got some experience. We got some more experience. And now we can use decorative crates. Fantastic. If we go over to upgrades, I do like finishing things out, but I don't quite have enough food to grab both. So either we gain longer fuel burning, or +1 nodes and faster construction speed. I'm going to go ahead and grab the fuel burning. And for those of you watching on YouTube, that is going to be it for this edition of Against the Impossible Storm. Again, if you want to catch this live, you can catch it live on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and on You know what? I'm just going to make it official. After this week, I am going to do 9 p.m. Eastern on Fridays and 8 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. 8 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. We're getting rid of the Sunday streams. So if you... And there's not going to be a stream tomorrow. So the next one's going to be on August 12th, and then after that, August 15th, and then every Monday thereafter. That's where you can catch it live on twitch.tv/dreadcanary. If you're watching this with me on Twitch right now, you can head over to YouTube, look for Dread Canary there, and you can watch the full Against the Storm playlist and see the entire journey of me playing on Impossible up to this current point. You're welcome to follow me on Twitter @DreadCanary. I announce every time I'm about to go live, so you can get nice reminders that way. I don't have another way of really pushing reminders out to you. I'd really appreciate it if anyone wanted to hit the subscribe button. I'd really love to get those metrics up, see if eventually I can get some kind of reward for all of this. And if you want to pester Eremite into sponsoring me, around the time that they release the game on Steam in Q4, for example, maybe we can get something going there. In the meantime, thank you for all the time you spend with me as I play Against the Storm. I really do appreciate it. I especially appreciate my live chat. And I hope to see you in the next one.